After you've finished adding parts to your project, there are a few different types of documents that you can create within ClearEstimates, but the two main ones are proposals that you give to your customer and line item breakdowns of the project. Now the proposals are something that I'm going to show you later how to do, but those are something that you create in the reports manager, and that's generally something that you give to the customer. It's a contract. It includes contract language and somewhere for the customer to sign, etc. Whereas line item breakdowns are generally just for internal review of the project, but they can also be used. Some customers, some ClearEstimates users rather, like to give these to customers along with their proposals because you can create line item breakdowns. So some customers want to see a line item breakdown of the costs, and you can do that by creating a table. And in that case, if you're going to show it to the customer, then you would probably want to include the markup in the table. But as you can see, you can also choose to exclude the markup, which is something you might want to do when you are just checking the costs of the project, the costs that we found in ClearEstimates versus the receipts or invoices that you received from subcontractors and suppliers. But as you can see, along with those options, there are several other different categories that you can choose to show or not show in your table. Down here you can show the hours, labor costs. You might not want to include the supplier number, the part number, just because those might not be relevant to you as you're checking the costs. And so you would just uncheck them if you don't want to include them. And you can also choose to just show a summary of the categories, or the details view as a line item breakdown of all of the parts. So once you have all of these set the way you want them, you just click down here, Preview Table, and now you can see a nice table comes up showing a line item breakdown of all of your parts, and it includes your company logo, your company information, your customer's information. Down here is the project title, and here's the project description that I just added. And then below you can see here are all of the parts broken down, and here you can see it's broken down more than it would be in other cases. Here it's up here is the component, and then the other two parts that I added in the last video, and then down here the total project cost. And again, I excluded the markup, so that's why this price might be lower than it was when the markup was included. But now I've got a nice table broken down, and now I can print off the table just by clicking this printer icon and going through the steps there, or I can, if I want to just save the document or email it, I can click this export button and choose to save it in any number of formats, including PDF and Word documents are two of the common document types. And then you can just attach it to an email and send it to your customer or to other people in your office, wherever you might want to send it, and you'll have a nice breakdown of your project.